I'm Buffy St. Marie. This broadcast is coming from the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a peace and friendship treaty among the Anishinaabe, the Mississaugas, and the Haudenosaunee people that binds them to share the territory and protect the land. Treaties across Canada invite Canadians and newcomers into new meaningful relationships with the original people of this country. In the spirit of peace and friendship and respect. The recent discovery of even more remains of residential school Indigenous children, this time in Kamloops. It's shocking to some people and a revelation, but it's not news to Indigenous people. The genocide basic to this country's birth is ongoing, and we need to face it together. And I ask for your compassion. Kichimigwech, kinanaskomitin.
The following special presentation is available with described video. This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
I welcome you all to the Juno Awards.
This is a live television show, which means that we don't quite know what's going to happen.
Don't be afraid to just do whatever the hell you want to do. Don't worry about what anyone says about you.
We Canadians, we must continue to set the bar high.
Oh, Canada. And the Juno goes to
Boston Turner Overground.
Canada makes some noise.
Yes, it is! It means a lot to get this love at home.
It's Katie Lang.
God bless you all. Thank you, Canada. Tonight's a really special night.
It's only in a country like this that I could get the male vocalist of the year.
It is okay to let your freak flags fly. So take heart and take care of your link with life and carry it on. Let's get on with the show.
From Toronto, it's the 50th anniversary of the Juno Awards. To kick off the night, here is Justin Bieber.
Every time I wake up next to you, I talk to God. And I'm so damn grateful cause you make up for the things I'm not. Didn't know I needed nothing till I needed you. And the world is spinning, it ain't easy letting go. 8 billion people, we just looking for a hand to hold. Everybody's trying to find someone to hold on to. It's okay, we all try to pretend that we're brave. When I'm weak, yeah, I'm strong cause of you at the end of the day. Everybody needs somebody to remind you that you're not alone. Who's gonna defend you like an army and never let go. Everybody needs somebody to wake up to when everyone's gone. So if you need me, then you got me. I'll be the shoulder you cry on. Everybody needs. Everybody needs somebody. Every time I look at you, I'm looking at a star. It's the way you light up every room, just being who you are. Didn't know I needed nothing till I needed you. Before I met you, I never believed in magic. Stole my heart before anyone knew you had it. I know
Hello, Canada. You can expect a lot of special appearances tonight, like our first two presenters. Presenting Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year, presented by Advance, Canada's Black Music Business Collective. Advance is committed to building a more equitable music industry in Canada while playing a vital role in the growth of the industry. Here are two of Canada's finest R&B soul singers, Liberty Silver and Julie Black.
First of all, I have to say that it is an absolute honor and privilege to be here presenting this year's award alongside the first ever winner of the Junos Best R&B Soul Recording of the Year, the fabulous Liberty Silver. Okay? And what better time to give you your virtual flowers, my love?
Thank you.
Because your perseverance became my perseverance. And in full humility and full gratitude, I say thank you.
Wow, Julie, you're making me blush. Spirit before ego. I love it. And you know that I have to send my love right back to you, right? As it is a huge honor for me to be presenting this award alongside the first solo Black female vocalist to be nominated in the Junos Single of the Year category for 7-Day Fool.
R&B has come more than into its own since then, so much so that this year, the Junos split R&B up into two separate categories, Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year and Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year, which we are presenting right now. This means we can now give more recognition to more artists, given the sheer breadth and popularity of the genre.
Amen. And here are the nominees.
Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year, presented by Advance, Canada's Black Music Business Collective. Take Care of You, featuring Sid, Charlotte Day Wilson. Proverb, Dylan Sinclair. Alt Therapy, Session 1, Disillusion, Emmanuel. In This Thing Called Life, I Am the Living. Solid, Savannah Ray.
The Juno Award for Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year, presented by Advance, Canada's Black Music Business Collective, goes to Savannah Ray. All right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to start by thanking my team, Jeff, Yogi for doing all of this with me at my phone out. Oh my God. Boy Wonder for taking a chance on me, my label, God, and thank you, Junos. Oh my God. Thank you guys.
Don't forget to vote for Juno Fan Choice, presented by Freedom Mobile. You can also vote on TikTok right now. JP Sachs with Julia Michaels after the break.
This program is brought to you in part by Ford. Build the unexpected. Built Ford proud.
Build. Build it bigger. Build it smaller. Build it lighter. Rebuild. Build for Canada. Build icons. Then build them electric. Build more electric. Build electric that tows. Build the unexpected. Built Ford proud.
I heard Jeff Fox talking to Bill Withers on SiriusXM a couple years back. Did you know he was 31 when he wrote and recorded Ain't No Sunshine, and he was still working his day job making toilet seats for airplanes? Trying to make it as a musician, it's hard. But hearing that story, it gave me life.
Ellie, you're only going to be young once. Chase your dream. Love, Dad.
At TD Direct Investing, we didn't start out to be Canada's largest online brokerage, but we did start with a simple philosophy. Not everyone is the same. So we built platforms you can personalize with everything from essential resources to masterclasses to direct investing professionals at your fingertips. We've created new ways for Canadians to invest from the start, and it's only going to get better from here. With TD Direct Investing, you can confidently invest your way. TD, ready to help you move forward.
When I first started using Proactive,
I loved the fact that it was in a system.
this is like the next step to getting me to clear skin.
Proactive's 3-step system taught me how to finally do skincare.
Get Proactive's 3-step system that's right for you, all with clinically proven ingredients to clear skin and dermatologist tested to be gentle. Proactive Solution, our original system for all skin types. Proactive Plus is gentle enough for sensitive skin.
When someone said you're glowing,
I got so excited.
it felt so good.
Subscribe today risk-free at getproactive.ca and get consistently clear skin delivered to your door.
Have your say, Canada. Pick the winner of Juno Fan Choice, presented by Freedom Mobile. Visit junofanchoice.ca or download TikTok to vote now for your favorite nominated artist. The winner will be announced June 6th at the Junos.
Your favorite burger is now made with grass-fed beef. Hi!
Oh my God!
Hello! What are you guys getting?
Teen burger and a mama burger.
Have you heard the latest about our beef?
Grass-fed.
That's correct! How's that taste?
I am truly proud to be able to stand here and do this.
I love revisiting that moment, but I've had a few people come up to me over the years, mortified at my having done it. Hi! But now that I'm watching it, I am extra impressed with the activism through comedy.
All of it, Alanis. All of it.
Okay. Hi! All right.
Okay.
You're good.
So right, so wrong. Hi, I'm Alanis Morissette, and this is my Junos moment.
Live from Edmonton, Alberta, it's the 2004 Juno Awards. Hosted by Alanis Morissette.
As you may or may not be aware, recently in the United States, I ran into a little problem with regards to a lyric in one of my songs.
It was right during a time where Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake were in the middle of Nipplegate, as they called it. So I'm assuming that most people understood what the commentary was about, and if not, just a quick Google will help you out.
It was requested that I change a word in the first verse.
Oh, no.
Well, I am overjoyed to be back in my homeland, the true north, strong and censor-free.
Is that true?
And
It really opened up a whole censorship conversation, which was exciting. From what I remember, Joanna Stein and I have been really close since I just first moved to LA, and she happened, as one does, she happened to have a naked suit, and she said, you know, what can we do with this?
I am
Group of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. Single of the Year. International Album of the Year. Rock Album of the Year. Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long and McQuaid. Adult Alternative Album of the Year. Breakthrough Group of the Year, presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Tonight's winners were tabulated by PwC, trusted partner of the 2021 Juno Awards. Our next performer is a 5-time Juno nominee. Here is JP Sachs featuring Julia Michaels.
No one's ever loved me like that. 3 a.m. in a hospital bed, running high on my meds, saying no one's ever loved me like that. Tell me no, you don't have to be strong, you're allowed to be wrong. No one's ever loved me like that. Mama cried 'cause your love is the kind she always wished I would find. No one's ever loved me like that. No one's ever loved me like that. No one's ever loved me like that.
All right, you guys. We have never performed this song live.
Very first time.
I was distracted and in traffic. I didn't feel it when the earthquake happened, but it really got me thinking. Were you out drinking? Were you in the living room, chilling, watching television?
It's been a year now, think I figured out how to let you go and let communication die out. I know, you know, we know you weren't down for forever, and that's fine.
I know, you know, we weren't meant for each other, and it's fine.
But if the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you come over, right? Sky be falling while I hold you tight. Oh, there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over, right? You come over, you come over, you come over, right? I know, you know, we know you ain't down for forever, and that's fine.
I know, you know, we weren't meant for each other, and it's fine.
But if the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over and you stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you come over, right? Sky be falling while I hold you tight. Oh, there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over, you come over, you come over, right? If the world was ending, you come over, right?
Presenting the Juno for Artist of the Year is 13-time Juno Award winner and Canadian icon, Shania Twain.
Hey, Canada. It is great to see you, and I am so excited and honored to be a part of the 50th anniversary of the Juno Awards. I have so many special memories of the Junos. Growing up in Timmins, I watched the Junos on TV every year, and then actually being asked to perform on the Junos was a dream come true. One of my favorite Juno memories was in 2003 when I got to host. I was nervous, but I remember more than anything how huge of an honor it was for me. It's a bit of a blur, but I do remember wearing all the Canadian NHL team jerseys, and that was a blast. But my best Juno memory is from 2011, on the 40th anniversary, when Drake professed his love for me in a song. I seriously considered running away with him that night, like no kidding. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I am truly honored to be presenting this very special award. It was so meaningful to me to win this category, and the list of recipients over time includes some really special artists that represent the magic of our Canadian music industry. From Gordon Lightfoot, Robbie Robertson, Anne Murray, Neil Young, and Bryan Adams, to Feist, Avril Lavigne, Shawn Mendes, and Celine Dion. This is a really impressive group of musicians who have excelled at such an incredible level at home and around the world. And now we are really, really ready to add one more. Tonight, I'm here to give out Artist of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Artist of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada. Ali Gaddy, Celine Dion, Jessie Reyez, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd.
Juno for Artist of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada, goes to The Weeknd.
This is The Weeknd's third Artist of the Year award. He also won back-to-back in 2015 and 2016. His song Blinding Lights was the first song to spend a full year in the Billboard Top 10.
Without question, my favorite Juno memory is definitely when the Bare Naked Ladies handed me and the Great Big Sea Lads the chance to sing the opening number right in our own backyards.
Great Big Sea! We'll run to roar like true Newfoundlanders. We'll run to roar.
Right here in St. John's, it was the first time the awards had ever been here, and it gave us an opportunity to show the country that music is way more than just an industry in Newfoundland and Labrador. I'll never forget the grin on my face as the biggest night in Canadian music was ushered in with a hockey rink full of people singing a 500-year-old song about a fella with a green boat. Aha, me boys, a riddle I day. It was awesome.
Congratulations to The Weeknd for winning Artist of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. Next, a tribute to the history of Canadian rap.
Rewind that walkout. Out she came. Looking like yesterday. Okay. Julie Black don't crack.
We didn't know we were pioneers. And so my message, I would say, for anybody watching, especially the next generation, is know that you are actually laying in the pages of history. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Julie Black, and this is my Juno moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,
what was this?
Celebration and a tribute to urban music, so get on up.
2001, 20 years ago, for real? Snow got that tie. Come a long way though.
I remember being there, like, none of us ever dreamed that we would even get national recognition. Though it was tight as a bathing suit, never thought, ever. Yeah, man, big ups. Warriors.
Gin and Finch!
There wasn't anybody that looked like us. There was anybody that sounded like us on radio from Canada. It was the catalyst. You know, it was a catalyst. And it was up to us to take that moment, which some of us did, and really seize the opportunity and build on that. On the left. No X's or O's or tic-tac-toes. The things that we do now are really, really significant for the future. Wow. First one on like Letterman, Leno. First one. This guy. What I can appreciate about the time, we really worked on being homegrown. You don't have to leave your country for success. Think about all the music that was out at the time. It was a rich time with less resource. Or have we regressed, is what I ask myself sometimes. You know, have we really moved the dial, or have we gone back a few decades? There's so much talent here that still needs to be heard. Oh, Hayden. Oh, this one breaks my heart. Oh, God. Come on. Come on now. You see you, Hayden. Squad. Hey, what up? Cut now, let's rush. Why you people wanna? Sure. I have like butterflies watching my young self. Wait, I have to rewind that walkout. I ain't gonna lie, that was boss. Crowd had no idea. What is this? What is this? Now, billion-dollar business, hip-hop is the new pop, is the culture. They need to do this again with more time on the show and, you know what I mean? Make it generational. I want us to show what would be called like Canadian maple, right? Together. All of us. All of us. Oh! What did I say? Everybody needs some money, Jane? Okay, Nelly Furtado, standing ovation. Give it to us.
This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the 50th anniversary of the Juno Awards from Rebel Nightclub in Toronto. Here to lead off a tribute to Canadian rap music, Michie Me.
This year marks 30 years since the Juno Awards introduced the rap category, which is the same year my debut album, Jamaican Funk Canadian Style, came out. We've come a long way since Maestro Fresh West has won the very first rap Juno, and since then, Canada has given the world many groundbreaking artists. Now, the Junos hasn't always gotten hip-hop right, but today, myself, along with my friends Cardinal Official and DJ Starting From Scratch, and a few special guests are here to tell the real story and honor the incredible artists who continue to bring Canadian hip-hop to the world stage.
Our story begins in the mid-'80s in Toronto, when pioneering DJ Ron Nelson started promoting concerts that showcased some of the best Canadian rap talents, introducing many to the godmother and father of Canadian rap, Michie Me and Maestro Fresh West. The Dream Warriors helped carry Canadian rap across the pond to the UK with innovative jazz music sampling. Toronto's Mackenzie brothers crossed borders as well and joined forces with the legendary producer, Lodge Professor, to form Main Source. Performing from the Imperial Theater in St. John, New Brunswick, here's Maestro Fresh West with Let Your Backbone Slide.
This jam is amplified, so just glide. Let your backbone slide. Listen to every word I say, every verb you heard I play, snaps a verb to break. You try to cover or huff me a roast, I fake a flag down and run a post toes. I'm the most, DEF's how it goes, no X's or O's or tic-tac-toe. LTD knows, this ain't a game, I'm on a mission. Call me a hip-hop tic-tactician, a rapper's like a slab of clay that's shapeless. Champagne shimmer, no glass is tasteless. A universe without light is lightless. That's why I always take time to write this. I mold it in my hands before I start chiseling. Could be a rain or brainstorm or drizzling. Sun could be shining, sun could be showering. Practice makes perfect, I'm powering, flowering. My lyrics are awesome and tuning, voluming, blooming, and blossoming. Blowing away blockades and barricades, make you black and blue from the blast of the blade. It's a blood sport, blood bills out bang, make your vision go blurry while your brain goes blank into oblivion. Beats from box to box, to base rocks from blocks and blocks. Let your backbone slide.
First offense.
All the mix.
Despite the lack of infrastructure to support rap music in our own backyard, the Rascals, along with Checkmate, Thrust, Shawclair, and myself, found some beauty in the struggle and gave hip-hop the northern touch. Shawclair, with the help of Socrates, caught fire with his debut album, Ice Cold. The Swollen members brought some of that West Coast flavor. Chaos told the line between rapping and singing beautifully with Joyful Rebellion. Despite the challenges we faced as rappers, we succeeded in bringing our up-north style to the rest of the world. Back in 2001, I was on my own mission to show the world how we speak our T-Dot slang. Here to perform all-time killing with me is the queen of up-north R&B herself. You know her, I know her, we love her. The legendary Julie Black. Are you ready? Oh me, what? Them a try run, Mr. Carter die flavors, you can't deny. Why? Cause I'm circle cats, rap so fly, them tracks stay, do and die, and why? Ask why? When a man them murder sound before a dance can turn around and jump and begging for us that I blow. Because I style me have to put it on back. Rap from T-Dot to the Bronx and Brixton, they come back. Yeah. If a MC step out the line and fill him and forget, cut up, butt up, lick up, fist up, sound get brick up, beat up and kick up till the boys start hiccup. Girlfriend, what's your name? How you look so sweet with your horse legs, acting like you're strange. It's full time now, you come off of that range. My name's why you're bareback rhyming in the plains. Blessed this, effortless, mess with this, effortless if you think you got a chance to dance with your devilish messages. Stressing this can only lead to you rattle me, request to battle me, I take his flattery, I see ya. Grip your Bible, I'm the lyrically homicidal idol who's liable to take your title with a single recital, it's vital. You respect the steez, I get vexed with ease. Miss Julie Black, please.
It's just a old time killing we are deal with. Run go get your money quick for another day, in another way. The man them no take no ray, we a murderer.
The MC
killer.
No one could have predicted that the biggest artists of the past decade would come from our own backyard. Drake continues to shatter records as one of the most successful recording artists the world has ever seen. Meanwhile, Classified reminded us that Canadian hip-hop is nationwide. Chad graced us with witty wordplay and conscious bars. Kanon waved his flag and gave the entire world an anthem. Today, artists like Belly, Nav, and Tory Lanez are proudly carrying the rap torch for the entire nation. Broadcasting all the way from Los Angeles, here's Nav performing Surf.
JUNO Awards 2021. Make some noise for Nav.
Took 20 on my first vacay. I ain't picking up, I'm in Turk's little baby. Every other watch got diamonds in the face. Pulling out, take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks, walking out of chase. If I drop dead, I'd be hard to replace. Hardly get thirsty, got water like a lake. My brother got locked, another bond, I gotta pay. I'm a late bloomer, 3 year on the scene. 20 racks don't feel like nothing to me. Came from the streets and turned me to a beast. Invisible said diamonds hugging my piece. But me for a show, I need 80 at least. I want the smoking, no keeping the peace. Give me a razor when I'm in the east. Open them up just like a surgery. Everything burning around me on lit. Show a little attitude, swap out the... I spent 250, don't know where it went. My hood on my back, I gotta represent. Toronto, you useless, you don't got a pull. Warn that boy up, he got shot in the cold. 30 rounds in the clip, let it unload. That bit right out of Vogue. Took 20 on my first vacay. I ain't picking up, I'm a Turk's little baby. Every other watch got diamonds in the face. Pulling out, take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks, walking out of cheese. If I drop dead, it'd be hard to replace. Hardly get thirsty, got water like a lake. My brother got locked, another bond, I gotta pay. Took 20 on my first vacay. I ain't picking up, I'm a Turk's little baby. Every other watch got diamonds in the face. Pulling out, take a taste, little baby. Pulling out 50 racks, walking out of cheese. If I drop dead, I'd be hard to replace. Hardly get thirsty, got water like a lake. My brother got locked, another bond, I gotta pay.
The past shapes who we are today, and the people will be tomorrow. No words could be more true in this moment, in this context, as we look back on the past 30 years of hip-hop in this country. I am honored to take up space in this new era as a musician, a creative, and a Black woman. Today, the movers and shakers, the leaders of our future, are hugely driven by the past. I can only hope to make as influential a mark on hip-hop culture as those who came before me.
And the Juno goes to my man, Symphony in Effect, Maestro Fresh West.
So I got a slogan, don't make records, make history. And this day right here symbolized, this is a history in the making. I was representing Black music in Canada. I knew it was bigger than hip-hop.
I definitely got to thank the Junos for recognizing not only rap music, but Black music in Canada.
Peace, family. This is the Maestro Fresh West, and you're watching my Junos moment. Thank you.
The renaissance of dance music has come in a variety of sounds and styles, too numerous to be denied. It is hip-hop, however, that dominates and permeates the new dance spectrum.
That was the inaugural year. That's when the Canadian Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences had to implement the best rap recording of the year.
To present the award, for Best Rap Recording. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mitsu and the two other guys.
I like Mitsu. Mitsu was fresh. Look at Mitsu. Look at Mitsu.
The nominees for Rap Recording of the Year are Wash Your Face in My Sink, Dream Warriors.
Obviously, the Dream Warriors, I'm very proud of. Those are my homies, too. So, King Lou, what up? Q, what up?
So Listen from MCJ and Cool G.
Back to facts. MCJ and Cool G, I was just happy for them because they're from Halifax. So it wasn't just about Toronto. It was about other parts of the country celebrating black music. And the fact that this was in Vancouver, on top of that, oh my goodness, I thought this was great.
Dance to the music. Simply Majestic featuring Be Cool.
What up, Be Cool? Carlito, Be Cool. He done some legendary things, man. He had a record that came out before me, a part of a group called East Park Posse out of Flemington Park. Enough respect to Be Cool. He changed his name to Carlito.
And Take Me Like I Am, Spunkadelic.
Peace. Spunkadelic back in the day.
Symphony in Effect, Maestro, Fresh West.
You listen to every word I say, every verb the bird I play, snaps the bird a break. You try to cover, a hover me, a roast, a fake, a flag, then I run a post.
As I was hearing the nominees, I can't front. I was nervous. My heart was pounding, but I said to myself, man, you know they better give me this award. But it was also a little doubt that, yo, I could get this.
And the Juno goes to...
At that specific time, you know, Backbones was sliding in full effect, just like the t-shirt I'm rocking. So I felt that, yeah, it would be nice if I got the award, but there's always some doubt. And that doubt right there made me a little nervous.
My man, Symphony in Effect, Maestro, Fresh West.
So to be honest, right now, everything is like kind of surreal to me because I know it wasn't just about me. I was representing black music in Canada, understand? So I knew it was bigger than hip hop, beyond just the parameters of rap music. This was something that was legendary. All right. That's where my head was at. It wasn't. That's why I got nervous when I was doing my speech, because I knew it wasn't just about me.
Okay, first of all, I gotta thank God, my family, and my crew.
We won, and when I say we, it wasn't just you know, me as an artist, but us for hip hop in Canada. Understand what I'm saying? So I got a slogan: don't make records, make history. And this day right here symbolized this was history in the making. You know?
I definitely gotta thank the Juno staff and everybody else, KRS, for recognizing not only rap music but black music in Canada. Thank you.
In Canada right here, this was like something new for us as first generation black Canadians, and just for the genre of music, which was still in its infancy. So it was an honor to be a part of that, but it was like surreal in a lot of ways for me too. This is just a part of our history right now, you know? And it's time to celebrate, especially when it's Juno time.
This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Don't forget to vote for Juno Fan Choice, presented by Freedom Mobile. You can also vote on TikTok right now. It's the Juno Awards, presenting Music Counts Teacher of the Year. Nunavut's first ever Juno Award winner, Inuk singer-songwriter Susan Aglukark.
Biya kanata ni blero mavunga. Dapkoa naniyaw saktut nutakat ilinerbing me inuak daw nikut inuyun ner nikut ilangidlo kiksa katige bavut puigok daw langitut nutakat tamak me iblang nagmata. I would like to start by acknowledging the 215 children who were found in British Columbia at the Kamloops Indian Residential School and acknowledge the families. We grieve with you, and we want you to know that they will not be forgotten. Koviasupunga tagvanigun nakama ilitarayaw si mayok ilineaktit siye duniyaw niaktit lugo tab sumingat Juno me. Tapkoa Juno Lereyet, amma Music Counts Kut, amma Canadian Scholarship Trust Foundation Kut, katujiblutik ukiutamat, ilitaksisungum mata, ataw sangmit ilinyaktit siyemi, Canada miliman. Ublumi 2021 ngoyomit, una Mary Piercy Lewis, nirwaktaw simamok. Mary is a strong believer that all children in Nunavut should have access to music education. There is currently no formalized high school music curriculum in the territory of Nunavut, and that is something Mary is fighting to change, and she believes that Inuit culture should be front and center in how music is taught in Nunavut. The majority of students at Inukshuk High School are Inuit, and many of those students are third-generation residential school survivors. By using music education as a portal to Inuit identity, community, and tradition, Mary is helping to champion confident, resilient, and proud young people. Now, more than ever, it is essential for young people to have access to music education, and music teachers across the country have worked tirelessly to ensure this happens. Here is Mary's story.
I've known Mary since 2008. She arrived in Nunavut to no music curriculum. She has recognized a need for that, but not in a Western context. She's actually adopted Inuit culture and language to form the basis of her program and build that up over the last 20 years.
It's a place where students, teachers, Inuktitut language specialists, Inuit tradition bearers, and the whole community can come together to work towards truth, reconciliation, and healing. The pandemic has put a huge strain on the music education program. What we have done is we searched for grants to help purchase technical equipment, and we have now started to record our performances and to put them up on YouTube channels. There's no longer classes. I have taken to doing Zoom lessons.
The skills that she's instilled in her students, whether they realize it or not, I think are definitely helping them navigate through the uncertainty that we're all in right now.
Things like Mary messaging me the other day asking if they could include one of my songs to record with the Inukshuk drum dancers just makes things really exciting and keeps my hopes up for the future with music. This is a very, very well-deserved award for Mary.
Over the past several decades, the Juno Awards have seen incredible artists win this category. Presenting the Juno for Breakthrough Artist of the Year, presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters, here is the Honourable Stephen Guilbeault, Minister of Canadian Heritage, and Juno Award winner, Kate Trinata.
Hello, bonjour. It's never easy to break through in the music industry. It can take years of hard work, playing countless gigs in small venues, long miles on the road, and endless hours in rehearsals and recording studios. The Government of Canada, through the Canada Music Fund, administered by Factor and Musique Action, is proud to support Canadian artists. We provide funding so that the music industry can continue to create more work opportunities and put on arts and music events, both live and digital, that Canadians can enjoy. Budget 2021 provides $70 million over 3 years to the Canada Music Fund, including up to $50 million in 2021-2022 to help the live music sector and music venues weather the pandemic. Les artistes canadiens continuent de persévérer et de réussir, et Kate Trinata en est un excellent exemple.
Merci, Minister Guilbeault. I'm happy to be presenting the Juno for Breakthrough Artist of the Year with you, an award I was nominated for in 2017. This year's award is presented by Factor, and I'd like to thank them, the Government of Canada, and private radio broadcasters for their support of Canadian music artists over the years.
Not even the global pandemic can quash the passion of Canadian artists. The artists nominated for Breakthrough Artists of the Year are no exception.
And the nominees are...
Breakthrough Artist of the Year, presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Curtis Waters.
If the world was ending, you'd come over.
JP Sachs. Pao Fu. Ryland James. Tate McRae.
And the 2021 Juno for Breakthrough Artist of the Year
goes to JP Sachs.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. I've never given a speech like this before. Okay, I want to thank the home team. My dad, who's super stoked somewhere in Toronto right now. Ryan Marone, Ben Rice for making this music with me. Julia, always. Arista, David Massey, Sony Canada, my managers Seth and Aubrey, and wow, this is wild. The music community in Toronto that I grew up in, and I'm so grateful for. I love you for this. Thank you so much. I'm really honored with a U. Thank you so much.
Joyeux 50 ans, le Juno. We wish we were there with you. We've had so many amazing memories of the Junos. I mean, meeting Neil Young, Buffy St. Marie, the endless list of Canadian talent without whom we would not exist. And we're just so grateful, and it's been an insane year, but we're so excited to see everyone again, and we hope everyone's doing great. Bonne fête.
Stay tuned for Jan Arden's Canadian Music Hall of Fame performance presented by TD, coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Hart.
Just a little more time. Without music or the Junos, I would have never met my precious Julie.
You know, I realized that music and love are the two most powerful forces in my life.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Hey, this is Corey Hart, and here is my Junos moment.
Thank you.
He was asked to present at the 1993 Juno Awards alongside another Montreal musician named Julie Mass. That fateful introduction became the love story of their lifetime.
Live from Toronto's O'Keefe Centre, it's the 22nd annual Juno Awards.
It was 1993, and I was nominated, and I was going to be presenting that year. And Julie also was nominated for Most Promising Female Vocalist.
We are gathered here tonight to celebrate the achievements of the people who make up our Canadian music industry.
Half hour before we showed up for the dress rehearsal, I got a phone call saying that the Juno committee switched the category and that I was going to be presenting Video of the Year. So I just politely declined and said, you know, thanks, but no thanks. And I think it sent the Junos into a panic because I had been pre-announced that I was going to be presenting on the telecast that year.
And Corey Hart.
Was just about to arrive for the dress rehearsal, and they said, would I be opposed to presenting Group of the Year, accompanied by a young female singer. Her name is Julie Mass.
I was nominated, but my English was quite limited at the time. I was not speaking that well. And we got a phone call in a car asking if I would be willing to present an award with Corey Hart.
He's an internationally successful star, and she is tonight's most promising female vocalist, Corey Hart and Julie Mass.
I was unfamiliar with Julie, but because she's from my hometown and I love my hometown, I love my province of Quebec, I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome.
So obviously everybody's screaming in the car say, absolutely, you have to do it. So I'm like, well, I hope I can, because I mean, my English is not that good. So they said, don't worry, we'll help you. Everything's gonna go great.
When we presented that that night, and poor Julie, because I went off script as well, there was a teleprompter, but it was during the hockey strike.
The field of nominees for Group of the Year shows just how diverse our industry is.
We have a teleprompter, right? And we have to read. So I rehearsed my lines. I was totally ready.
That's true, but you just know that because they're Canadian bands, they have a lot of things in common. Like watching Hockey Night in Canada.
And I went off on some riffing about Don Cherry or something, and she was completely like befuddled, like, what is this guy doing? She probably thought I was a jerk.
And Corey starts his line, then I do mine, and then all of a sudden, the prompter's going up and down like that because Corey is not saying what's on the teleprompter. He's completely speaking about something I have no clue what he's saying. And I'm completely lost because I don't even understand what he's saying.
Well, in rock and roll, it's true that if it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. So let's look at a very strong group of nominees.
And then we came off stage. My manager was completely thinking that he had the best idea in the world, was for Corey to write songs for me.
At that point in my career, I had only written songs for myself. I had never, contemplated the notion of writing for another artist or producing for another artist, but I liked that idea, and the manager suggested, would I be interested in working with Julie?
So that's what we did, but obviously at the same time, I guess it ended my career because we fell in love, and that was the end for me. I live and still live and breathe for Corey.
We fell madly in love, and we're 27 years, 4 kids later, and going strong.
This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Coming up is the Canadian Music Hall of Fame Inductee Award presentation presented by TD. But first, from Toronto, here are Hall of Famers Jim Cuddy and Ed Robertson.
Well, happy 50th, Junos. This is really an important night for our music industry, and we're truly honored to be a part of this celebration.
Amazing that 50 years ago, Walt Grealis and Stan Cleese, the publishers of RPM magazine, created the Juno Awards and named the award after CRTC chair Pierre Juno. Juno was the architect of those great Canadian content regulations, giving more airplay to Canadian artists. Coincidentally, the CanCon rules are also celebrating their 50th.
Also tonight, our dear friend Jan Arden officially enters the Canadian Music Hall of Fame presented by TD. And this is a really special moment in an artist's career. I remember how nervous and excited we were at our induction. You think it's emotional to get inducted into the Hall of Fame by your hero, Geddy Lee? Imagine standing this close to Jim Cuddy.
When Blue Rodeo was inducted in 2012, well before Ed's band, Sarah McLachlan performed with us. It was such a special night, and it was an incredible thing to become a Hall of Famer.
Jan will be performing from Studio Bell, home of the National Music Centre in Calgary, where the Canadian Music Hall of Fame resides. And now, to make the official presentation, a true legend, unlike these pretend legends, she is a member of the Hall of Fame.
And a major part of Canadian music history. Here to induct Jan Arden into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame presented by TD, the one, the only, Anne Murray.
My first memory of Jan Arden was listening to her sing Insensitive on the radio. I loved the song and I loved the voice. My second memory of Jan was a brief meeting at the Junos. I invited Jan to come to my golf club to play golf with me once. She showed up at the golf club in jeans, a lumberjack shirt, and boots. And of course, they would not let her play golf looking like that. So I had to buy her a whole new outfit. And added to that, she frequently tells lies about me on stage. Now, having said all of that, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. But as most of us know, Jan has a wicked and wonderful sense of humor. She's one of the funniest people I've ever known. And not only is she funny and a fine singer-songwriter, she's also a fine human being. Anytime I've called upon her, she's been there for me. She is warm, witty, kind, compassionate, and wears her heart on her sleeve. I'm proud to call her a friend, and I'm honored to invite her into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
I'm sitting here today because of music. I think I would have died 100 times over. I think I survived my dad's alcoholism because of music, because of being a creative person.
Wrap yourself inside all the goodness that you've had along.
Dear Jan, has it really been over 25 years since our love affair with you began? The first time we heard your angelic voice, we knew you were something special.
I would die for you.
You opened your heart, and we fell in.
I never thought overweight kid from Springbank, Alberta could aspire to go into music. People are always like, what's your big break? I'm like, I never had one. It's thousands of seemingly insignificant events.
Maybe you might have some advice to give how to be insensitive.
And then we discovered the other side of your talents.
Hello, Canada! Okay, gently, put me down!
Brave. Funny.
Do you have any tats?
I've got one in Canada on my bum, and every time I fart, Quebec separates.
And television star.
I think that's Jan Arden.
Damn it.
My mom's gonna be so excited that I met you.
With your words and your music, you gave voice to not only your own joy and heartbreak, but ours as well.
I leave the light on.
Yes, she is a singer and songwriter, first and foremost, but she is also a writer of fiction, a writer of nonfiction. She's a visual artist, and she's an actor. And she does all of these things wonderfully. And at the same time, she's nice to people, which is why they call her Saint Jan of Alberta.
It's amazing being yourself. What a concept. I could be exactly who I was. I could be a little bit nutty, and I could be fiercely loyal to the serious nature of my work.
Congratulations to a good friend and an even greater artist.
Nobody deserves this award more than you. You have an endless capacity for kindness, and you're such a beautiful woman. Every single room you've ever walked in your life has been lit up. On behalf of all Canadians, and I think I can speak for them when I say this, we're all better for having known you. I love you, Jan. What else can I say? I just love you.
Insensitive.
We love you. Sincerely. Canada.
Hello, everybody. I am so very grateful to be here tonight with all of you, sitting in your living rooms, sitting in your pajamas, sitting wherever you're sitting, wherever you are. I'm so happy to be with you tonight. I am so humbled for this unbelievable honor. I really still can't believe I'm standing here holding this. It's very surreal. And I think I'm too young, don't you? I'm far too young. So grateful to everyone who has helped me over the years. And oddly enough, I am also very grateful for the ones who did not, because they only served to make me stronger, way more persistent, more resilient, more empathetic. And if I've learned anything in my life up to this point, it is that good things come out of bad things. Music has shaped my entire life in a way that is really difficult to articulate completely. My dad, who I love despite his many difficulties in his own life, was a really terrible alcoholic the entire time that I was growing up. And for that reason, I did whatever I could to stay out of his way. That was my main goal, to stay clear of him. And that meant going into our basement. And our basement was where the old record player was. There were stacks of vinyl. Listening to music became everything to me. My therapist, my comfort, my security, my teacher, my friend, my solace, my joy, my confidence, you get it. It just was my whole world, sitting down there playing records. When my mother was near the end of her life, in the grips of Alzheimer's, and she didn't know who she was or where she was or why she was, when we played a song for my mom, she could sing along. She could tap her foot. And it was those moments when I knew, and we all knew, that she was still in there. Music is magic. Music is unbelievably special and important to human life. It always has been, and it always will be. Thank you to all of you for inviting me into your lives, into your minivans, into your basements. It has been such an incredible life so far. I'm gonna keep going right up until I can't and I don't. So thank you, Canada. Thank you to all my fans all over the world. Good night. Look after yourselves.
I'm so honored to be here at this incredible event. It's hard to believe it's been 2 years in the making. The entire country cherishes her, and she's written lyrics for us that have defined the most important moments in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, the most recent inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame presented by TD, my fellow Albertan, Jan Arden.
Her voice is what keeps me here. Feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. I've never wanted anything. No, never wanted anything so bad, so bad. Cardboard masks of all the people I've been thrown out with all the rusted, tangled, dented, goddamn miseries. You could say I'm hard to hold, but if you knew me, you'd know I've got a good father, and his strength is what makes me cry. Feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. Never wanted anything. No, I've never wanted anything so bad, so bad. I've got money in my pocket. I like the color of my hair. I've got a friend who loves me. Got a house. I've got a car. I've got a good mother, and her voice is what keeps me here. Feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. Heart in hand, feet on ground, facing forward, be yourself. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Congratulations and such a wonderful performance by Jan Arden, the newest inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, presented by TD. Coming up, William Prince, Jesse Reyes, and more Junos get handed out tonight here on CBC.
Whatever my psychosis is, whatever my neuroses is, I like getting laughs.
Whoa, Brent.
Buddy, you can't just yell cut, this is live TV.
You know, I've always said, when it comes to comedy, dignity is the enemy.
You know what, I kind of think I want to start over anyway. I feel kind of stupid.
Hi, I'm Brent Butt, and this is my Junos moment.
Here is your host for the 2005 Juno Awards.
What? It's what? What year is it?
But
Yeah, rock and roll fantasy right here. Living my rock and roll dream. It's the thing about the Kiss boots, you have to be very careful on the stairs. The boots that came up, you know, mid-thigh, riveted metal boots. Yeah.
I can't hear you, Winnipeg.
I know a lot of people who hate to see themselves performing, and I love it. My wife laughs at me. If we're watching like an old stand-up set of mine or something, or a scene from Corner Gas or whatever, she'll say, look at your face, you're so happy watching it. And I say, well, I grew up wanting to be on TV, and holy hell, there I am on TV.
Are you ready to rock?
I wonder if people are aware that I had to shave my chest for this to get that waxy buffed look. Man, I wish I would have kept that outfit.
I can't hear you. Hang on, let me turn down this guitar.
You know, this was all about getting to play rock and roll guitar in front of 13 or 15,000 people.
Sorry about that. Did you guys say you were ready to rock?
And then that escalated into thinking about, it'd be funny if I was in a Kiss outfit, and it all kind of snowballed from there with the flash pots and the whole deal.
Whoa, what the deuce was that? Hang on.
That's not something you hear a lot of rock and rollers say very often. What the deuce?
Get cut! Did you guys see that? Whoa, Brent. Buddy, you can't just yell cut, this is live TV.
And this is John Bueller. He was one of the writers too, good buddy of mine. The thing I forgot about when I saw the sunglasses, Chris Finn was one of the guys writing on the show, on the Junos, very funny stand-up and comedy writer, Chris Finn. He had these giant sunglasses like a villain on an episode of Columbo. Oh yeah, I got my real glasses on underneath my sunglasses.
You asked for flash pots. Those were flash pots?
If they're laughing, I'm happy.
Maybe I meant spotlights. Anyway, you know what? I kind of think I want to start over anyway. I feel kind of stupid.
The last thing you need is to have a shred of dignity. Yeah, just get out there and get the laugh, you know. It seemed to click, it seemed to work. People like it, and still, you know, however many years later, I'm no good at math, people still bring that up to me every now and then. Your Kiss outfit that you wore at the Junos.
I'm going to go backstage and slip into something a little more my style, but...
I always tell people I claim that I'm still wearing it. I have it on underneath me at all times, ready to go in case a concert breaks out.
This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories: Contemporary Roots Album of the Year, Traditional Roots Album of the Year, Blues Album of the Year, Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year, World Music Album of the Year, presented by CBC Music, Album Artwork of the Year, Classical Album of the Year, Solo or Chamber, Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble, Classical Album of the Year, Vocal or Choral, Classical Composition of the Year. Presenting our next award is Juno winner from Arkel's Max Kerman and Canadian Screen Award winner for Kim's Convenience and the upcoming series Run the Burbs, Andrew Fung.
Now, one of the best things about our country is that it's made up of a community of people with a lot of different skills. There's electricians, there's teachers, and there's musicians like me. And then there's the healers, the healthcare professionals that take care of us when we're sick. Everybody brings something different to the party. Now, the coolest thing has happened in the past few months. Volunteers have teamed up with healthcare professionals to form coalition groups, from This Is Our Shot to the Vaccine Hunters, and they're giving everyone easy access to information on how to get the vaccine.
Before we can get to the Pop Album of the Year award presented by CBC Music, Max, we're all excited to see R-Kel's back on the road.
Can't wait!
Along with all of our favorite artists. I am a huge fan of Canadian music and cannot wait to get back to the shows. We just need to get the country vaccinated so we can fill up the clubs, theaters, and arenas.
Giddy up. We can't wait to get back out there and play shows so we can be together again.
Now we can take a look at the incredible nominees in our next category. This is straight fire.
Pop Album of the Year, presented by CBC Music. It's Never Really Over, Johnny Orlando. Hold It Together, JP Saxe. Changes, Justin Bieber. 3, 2, 1, Lennon Stella. Ryland James.
And the winner for Pop Album of the Year, presented by CBC Music, is Justin Bieber.
Hey.
Congratulations, Justin. We're gonna hang on to the award. You can come pick it up, play some video games with us.
Count me in.
This is Justin's third win in this category. His first win was 10 years ago for his debut album, My World 2.0. We have two of the newest and freshest voices who dominated the digital world of TikTok and YouTube and every other platform with millions and millions of engagements. Ali Gaddy and Tate McRae.
What if I told you that I love you? Would you tell me that you love me back? What if I told you that I miss you? Would you tell me that you miss me back? What if I told you that I need you? Would you tell me that you need me? Yeah, if I tell you all my feelings, would you believe me? Yeah.
You don't understand, I'm not ever like this. I can hold my breath, say I'll be alright, but kinda hard to think when I can't feel a thing. So tell me to my face, already ordered last week, driving me insane, it's hitting real badly. Tell me what's her name. Said you never, why you ever lied to me, baby? Lie to me, lie to me, baby. Lie to me, lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Yeah. Said you never, why you ever lied to me, baby? Lie to me, lie to me, baby. Lie to me, lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Yeah.
After everything we've been through, you come crying to me. You said you never lie, so why you lying to me? I gave you my trust, my heart, and everything inside of me. Tell me, how'd you pay me back? You made a fool out of me. Can't you see what you're doing? Left me broken in pieces, got me feeling so stupid. I needed a reason to let go. I don't wanna hear lies anymore. Said you never, why'd you ever lie to me, baby? Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Said you never, why'd you ever lie to me, baby? Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me.
I've been trying to collect all my thoughts. It's all said and done, just don't feel the same.
Don't try to tell me that I was wrong. You was the one lying all along. I think you just want somebody else to take the blame.
Said you never, why you ever lied to me, baby? Lie to me. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me.
Hello, this is Robbie Robertson. I've heard it's the Juno's 50th birthday. And I say you don't look a day over 49. And that's why I think you've been doing such a great job all these years. My advice, keep on keeping on.
And I want to thank Canada, too, for making me feel like this. Thank you.
Coming up, the Tragically Hip featuring Feist. But first, an exclusive sneak peek with Felix Cartel. This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories: Rap Recording of the Year, Dance Recording of the Year, Vocal Jazz Album of the Year, Jazz Album of the Year, Solo, Jazz Album of the Year, Group, Instrumental Album of the Year, Album Francophone de l'année, Children's Album of the Year, Reggae Recording of the Year, Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by APTN, Country Album of the Year. Some awards presented this evening are based in whole or in part on record sales and streaming information compiled by MRC Data, the industry's leading source of music data and insights. Now, joining us from Vancouver is legendary recording artist Michael Bublé.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir and good evening to all my gorgeous fellow Canadians watching tonight. I join you from my hometown of Vancouver, from the legendary Commodore Ballroom. And let me tell you folks, I have spent so many great nights that I can almost remember watching amazing bands. Probably having a few too many pops, but man, it is electric. When this place gets going, it's crazy. And right now, I know that across this nation, all of us can feel the energy and the anticipation of live music coming back into rooms just like this across the nation. I can't wait. Right now, it is truly a massive honor to be able to present one of the great categories, Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada, which represents Canada's major music companies, Sony, Universal, and of course, Warner. Music Canada works to build a better music ecosystem through research, advocacy, and community leadership. The past winners are all giants in music. Are you sure you couldn't get Celine to do this? You wanted me to do this? Okay. Thank you for letting me do this. Listen, right now, I'm a little nervous because someone will be added. Someone's going to be added to the list of all those incredible people. So now, please, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at all the nominees this year.
Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada. You, Ali Gaddy. Courage, Celine Dion. Changes, Justin Bieber.
What happens to love?
Thanks for the Dance, Leonard Cohen. After Hours, The Weeknd.
Now the moment we've waited for, the Juno for Album of the Year, presented by Music Canada, goes to After Hours, The Weeknd. Well, Blinding Lights was a massive, massive hit. Congratulations, bud. Congrats.
The Scarborough native topped the wins this year with 5 Juno Awards, and this is his second Album of the Year win. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Buffy St. Marie.
Today we are honoring the 50th anniversary of the Juno Awards. I have very fond memories of these awards, and I remember my own Hall of Fame moment in 1995. Oh, it was a magical night for me. The year before that, Elaine Bombery, Shingles, and I had worked together to create a new category that was called Best Music of Aboriginal Canada Recording to honor the works of Indigenous recording artists. Creating a separate category for traditional Indigenous music was always our goal then in 1994. And now, finally, in 2022, guess what? The Junos are creating a new category to celebrate traditional Indigenous music across Canada today. Traditional music is rooted in our connection to people's spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical relationship to the land and cultures from which we come. And believe me, traditional Indigenous music is widely spread, performed, and enjoyed across Canada today. This next artist is a very special man. And he's performing his song in the same place as Cowboy Junkies recorded their iconic album, The Trinity Session. This is a unique collaboration of voices. Here performing The Spark with Serena Ryder, please welcome Peguis First Nation's very own William Prince.
So am I dreaming? Or is this just how we're living now? Refuse to wake 'cause I have never been this close. You always think I'm leaving before I've had the chance to stay. Darling, it'll be okay. If you look me in the eyes, if you look me in the eyes, I sing now. Don't be afraid of the fire, babe. I'd never let you burn. All these bridges we cross all have water underneath. When the ashes of lost love make it hard to breathe, my love, if we burn, would you burn right next to me?
There's so much revealed where take the time to know me for who I am, darling, just who I am.
Don't be afraid of the fire, babe. I'd never let you burn. All these bridges we cross all have water underneath. When the ashes of lost love make it hard to breathe, my love, if we burn, would you burn right next to me? I was in the dark the day that I met you. Now you expect me just to forget you. Act like the fire never burned. It was my solstice, my refuge. Sitting on the sun, I was so nervous to let you share with me this pain. The reason I don't take a day off, my intentions, they were pure. I'm just a beacon for chaos. That fire never burned, just let it burn. I said that fire never burned, just let it burn. I sang, don't be afraid of the fire. fire, babe. I'd never let you burn. All these bridges we cross all have water underneath. When the ashes of lost love make it hard to breathe. My love, if we burn, would you burn right next to me? And is it safe to say you are? Oh babe, you're the flame, the fire, but most of all, you're the spark.
Hello everyone, bonsoir à tous. Well, first of all, I hope you're staying safe and well during these challenging times. It is truly an honor for me to salute the Junos on this 50th anniversary. I'll never forget my very first performance at the Junos back in 1988. I was so nervous, but that moment opened up so many doors for me back then, and I'm forever grateful for the opportunity it presented. Happy 50th birthday, Junos. Merci beaucoup. Take good care, everyone. Prenez bien soin de vous. Bye-bye.
Coming up, the Tragically Hip received the Humanitarian Award presented by Music Canada. And later, a rare performance by the Tragically Hip featuring Feist from iconic Massey Hall.
Our next performer is a tremendously energetic singer. She is nominated tonight for Most Promising Female Vocalist. Please welcome Katie Lang and the Recline.
Who's the most promising female? It has to be a bride.
K.D. Lang.
I decided I would wear a wedding dress. It feels sentimental. It feels funny. It feels embarrassing. I feel proud. Hello, I'm Katie Lang. This is my Juno moment.
The winner is K.D. Lang.
I was injecting a lot of humor into it, but I was very, very moved, and it was a very big moment for me. Back in those days, I really thought of myself as a performance artist, and so, you know, the name of the category was Most Promising Female. Now, I was living with a gay boy, and he had a wedding dress in his closet. I thought, okay. I could have been making a statement. You know, whenever I did something conceptually, like I was there, I definitely mapped out the different avenues. Isn't that the idea of good art, is to provoke, you know, people coming up with ideas and theories of the thought behind it. So I'll let that happen.
First of all, I'd like to promise you that I am sincerely honored for your acknowledgement of my determination.
Balancing the humor with sincerity.
I'd like to promise that I will personally thank each and every one who deserves a piece of this pyramid. I promise that I will work harder next year than I have in the past 2 years. But most of all, I promise that I continue to sing for only the right reasons.
I was making a statement on my commitment to the music and to the duty of being an artist. I took the pledge not to commercialize my music or not to capitalize in the wrong way on my career. I think for the most part, I've kept my motivation pure. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Thank you very much. I love you.
This innocent child needs to be loved. Fix this.
Do I not just love the person that she is when she's with other people?
I have such fear that my patterns, I'm bringing that to my children.
You go from having some kind of income to zero income.
I would like to say I could just love me for me.
I'm Dr. Hillary McBride. Welcome to my therapy office, where my clients hurt, heal, and ultimately thrive. Other people's problems. Subscribe on CBC Listen or wherever you get your podcasts.
We want to have a conversation with you about the news. Do we need to make the Governor General's role more relevant for Canadians? Taking a look at headline stories from a different perspective. How has this pandemic impacted male relationships?
Give me a beat.
Think you can make your family proud?
Yes.
Think you have all the answers?
You don't like to lose?
Casting is now open for Family Feud Canada. Submit your audition video from home today.
Program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories: Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, Music Video of the Year, Electronic Album of the Year, presented by Ford of Canada, Metal Hard Music Album of the Year, Jack Richardson Producer of the Year, Recording Engineer of the Year, Comedy Album of the Year, presented by SiriusXM Canada, Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, presented by SOCAN. We're back. Please welcome Juno Award winner and Canadian Music Hall of Fame inductee, the incomparable Sarah McLachlan.
Hello, everyone, and wishing the Junos a very happy 50th, and looking forward to when we can all be together again to properly celebrate. Now, Canada has produced so many amazing female musicians, voices that have challenged what we consider to be the norm, voices that we can connect to, voices that provoke thought, and voices that make you realize your ideas have value. And it reminds us that music can not only ground us, but can give us flight. Joni Mitchell, Buffy Sainte-Marie, Celine Dion, Katie Lang, Shania Twain, Anne Murray, Alanis Morissette are just a few of the women who have changed the landscape of music, not only in Canada, but around the world. And not just for now, but for always. And we are so fortunate to have them representing and inspiring us. This next artist shows us just how this legacy continues. Her music is cathartic, her sound is unique, the message is authentic, and her voice is incredible. She brings her art to us in her way and on her terms. Here is the inimitable Jessie Reyez.
I should have smashed your friends. It would have been the best revenge for the fire that you started. I'm trying to heal, but it's a process. Told me I should cut my losses, but there's a stranger where my heart is. And I'm sick with feeling like I deserve better. And you're sick for everything you did to me. It was a setup. And I should good fella you call me Karen, waking up to my Beretta. If I blow your brains out, I can guarantee that you'll forget it. If I blow your brains out, I can kiss it better. Kiss me, I'm the monster that you made. Yeah, you made me. Now I'm just like you, so don't complain. Yeah, you made me do the things you like, hoping you'd stay. Okay, kiss me, I'm the monster that you made. You made me. Games, you don't want me unless I'm someone else's. You don't even know you're being selfish. You mercy me only when I'm melted down to my tears, only when I'm helpless. That's when you get off and you can't help it. And all your bullets, they feel like velvet. And I let you do it, I let you do it. I loved you too much, I let you shoot it off. Life's good and I'm getting paid. But I think about you every day. Still. And when I miss you, I medicate. Tears come out like a renegade. Cause nobody gets out of love alive. We either break up when we're young or we say goodbye when we die. For a moment, at least I know you were mine, and it was beautiful. But winter comes and roses don't survive. It's getting late, and I should go. But I wanna hold you like it's June in the West End. Back when you were my best friend. Before love came to kill us. We're not supposed to. But I can't learn my lesson. I miss when you were my best friend. Before love came to kill us. So under the mask of the moon, could we dance in the past? Before love. Under the mask of the moon, could we dance in the past? Before love. Before love. Before love came to kill us.
Here to give out Juno Fan Choice presented by Freedom Mobile. It's Will Arnett and TikTok sensation, The Basement Gang.
You know, I used to be in a basement gang too, but it was just me and my friends goofing around my parents' basement.
Well, that's just like us.
Yeah, exactly like you. Minus the fans and the millions of views and the sponsorship deals, and also we couldn't dance.
You couldn't dance? Anyone can dance.
Well, let's see what you got. See, to me, that was really impressive. Like and subscribe.
Your turn, Will. Let's see some moves. Yeah, dance, Will.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't hear you. You must be on mute or something. I just really sorry about that. Anyway, we're here to give out Juno Fan Choice presented by Freedom Mobile.
This is the award that is voted on by you, the fans. Let's see who you chose.
Juno Fan Choice, presented by Freedom Mobile. Ali Gaddy, Curtis Waters, JP Sachs, Justin Bieber, Lennon Stella, Les Cowboy Fringant, Nav, Shawn Mendes, Tate McRae, The Weeknd.
Juno Fan Choice, presented by Freedom Mobile, goes to Shawn Mendes.
Congratulations to Shawn Mendes. This is his third Juno Fan Choice win. Thanks to the fans for voting.
Move on. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. Shaking body onto my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Tripping over myself. Aching, begging you to
Congratulations to Shawn Mendes for winning the Juno Fan Choice presented by Freedom Mobile. Music Canada, representing Canada's major music companies, Sony, Warner, and Universal, is honored to present the Humanitarian Award, recognizing an outstanding Canadian artist whose contributions have positively enhanced the social fabric of our country. Here to present the award to the Tragically Hip are Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson of Rush.
When you think of a quintessential band whose music captures the essence of being Canadian, driving our collective lore through song, 50 Mission Cap, Fireworks, 38 Years Old, Bob Cajun, Wheat Kings.
It's a Tragically Hip. They have roused pride and sense of community here at home, and we Canadians faithfully continue to wear the Hip badge while abroad.
The bigger the band got, the more they gave back. The Hip's philanthropic pursuits have raised millions of dollars for so many deserving social and environmental causes, including Camp Trillium, the Canadian Cancer Society, the Sunnybrook Foundation, War Child, the Special Olympics, Unison, and many, many more.
During the Hip's final tour, the band used their enormous spotlight to bring an important plight to the attention of Canadians, the country's systemic mistreatment of Indigenous peoples. Or as Gord put it, the people way up north that we were trained our entire lives to ignore. In 2017, the band was appointed to the Order of Canada, in no small part as recognition to that dedication to Indigenous issues. And Gord's brother Mike continues to expand the important work of the Gord Downey Cheney Wenjack Fund, which strives to bring reconciliation.
They know when you help those in need, it benefits all. Blacksmiths, artists, philosophers, and plowmen are reminded that now, more than ever, giving back to one's community is something we should all strive to do.
We're thankful to have this opportunity to acknowledge and celebrate the Tragically Hip, not only for their noble intentions, but for their exemplary work, which continues to inspire others. Congratulations, Paul Langlois, Rob Baker, Gord Sinclair, Johnny Fay, and the late Gord Downey.
I'll tell you a story about when the Tragically Hip and Rush played together back in 1991 at Maple Leaf Gardens. I was so impressed with the energy and the way the lyrics fit with the music. It was just a great marriage. And when you see Gord live, he just really puts it all out there.
We did the Phantom Power tour. The way they were behind the scenes was just so human, so welcoming. I saw you can do this with grace and dignity and a lot of generosity.
It was never one thing at the expense of the other. It was always yes and. They understood that for society to function, it required that we paid attention to a lot of different issues, whether that's climate change, Indigenous reconciliation, water keepers, homelessness, the food banks, and in our case with War Child.
Thank you. You got to put some money in those jars, correct?
Without the contributions of the band, War Child wouldn't exist.
This band that I'm about to introduce, they've been the greatest musical chroniclers of our times.
Maybe someone standing in
They decided to invite us on their cross-country tour called In Between Evolution. The band was really responsible for inspiring us to come up with this national organization that protected water in Canada.
Didn't do.
The Tragically Hip are more than just a band. They really are part of the community. They're family. They'll do a concert, they'll raise a huge sum of money, and then they'll donate it.
We're all Kingston guys. Some of us were even born in this building. And we're in a very privileged position that we can give back something.
I'm not giving myself a pat on the back because, again, it just sort of happened.
Thank you to the Prime Minister for coming to our show. He cares about the people way up north that we were trained our entire lives to ignore. But what's going on up there ain't good, and we're going to get it fixed.
Gord and the band seized an historic moment to tell 15 million Canadians, including the Prime Minister,
Hey, we're standing with Indigenous peoples. And the Gord Downey and Cheney Wenjack Fund helps teachers in every province and territory tell the story of young Cheney Wenjack and this part of the true history of Canada.
Every single member of the band can know that they have each left an indelible mark on the fabric of this land.
Congratulations, guys.
We're humbled to receive this year's Humanitarian Award and want to thank Karis for this honor. We owe a great deal to Alex and Getty and Neil. Back in 1991, we were invited to support Rush at Maple Leaf Gardens for their annual charity concert. It was a turning point for us. Playing with the greatest Canadian band in that legendary venue to benefit local charities inspired us to imagine our own philanthropic possibilities.
The spotlight that's been so generously focused on our band over the last 30+ years has provided us with a myriad of opportunities. We've always felt that it was our responsibility to reflect that light back and bring some illumination to where it might be needed.
Throughout our journey, we've worked with some of the best in the business. To our management teams and their offices, agents, promoters, and everyone at Universal Music, and our crew, the real heartbeat of the hip. Thank you for your sacrifice and dedication. And to our families who've given us support and love this whole time throughout the years, none of this would be possible without you. Thank you, we love you.
We also want to thank Feist. We've been friends with Leslie for 20 years. And honestly, we wouldn't be playing here tonight if she wasn't here with us. We also want to especially thank all of our fans. We couldn't have had the incredible band life we've had without all of your support. And thanks to all of you out there who support the arts. We'll always need you.
When my brother died, none of us here could imagine a world without him. So we're still here very much feeling the loss of Gord, and we draw strength and solace not just from his words, but from the way in which he lived his life. His big heart served him well. It fed his art and put him in the service of others. He cared. His actions now speak for themselves. So may Gord always and forever be in your heart and inspire us all to take care of this world and each other.
Coming up, a rare performance by the Tragically Hip and Feist.
Please welcome Buffy St. Marie.
There was a time when this would not be done on television.
We are here in Ottawa on unsurrendered territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation.
Certainly not with us in charge. You know, this is the frosting on the cake of a dream come true. It took a long time to get here, and there's a long way to go. Hi, I'm Buffy St. Marie, and this is my Juno moment.
It's the 2017 Juno Awards.
I tell you, the land acknowledgement, there's really a backstory to that because in the morning of the awards presentation, I was handed a piece of paper and I was asked to read it. It was in lawyer talk, and I objected.
Tonight, we want to thank and honor the land and the peoples of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe Nation.
I changed it.
Families who have lived on this territory for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
You bet. You bet. I just told them right out. I said, you don't have to use this lawyer talk. I called a bunch of council people, chiefs, and elders from the local area, and I told them what I would like to do. I wanted to modernize the language into something that contemporary people can understand.
We also acknowledge the enduring presence of all First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples.
And I think people understand it more, and a lot of people have followed suit, and they've kind of updated that language in their own land acknowledgements across Canada. Yes! Oh, Tribe Called Red, yes! What the Junos very wisely and beautifully did, I think, was to follow the land acknowledgement with Tribe Called Red, who aren't very much like me.
We have been called the Indians.
And Tanya, who's not very much like either one of us, and it just plain all works together because that's the reality of life. The timing is right. It has to be happening now. If it should have happened earlier, okay, we can talk about that another day, but I'm just glad that it's happening at all. Thanks to the Junos for being flexible enough to do that, and for all the chiefs and council people and elders I spoke to that day who helped me to make it right.
Entrepreneurs, listen up.
Hello, Dragons.
Dragon's Den applications are open, and we're looking for the next big thing.
Wow.
Want to turn your homegrown idea
We first started producing it out of our home kitchen.
We got a deal. Into a household name?
Red Bulk Barn!
It's been crazy.
The time is now.
I think that we could become a billion-dollar brand.
Take your shot. Head online to apply now.
We want to have a conversation with you about the news. Do we need to make the Governor General's role more relevant for Canadians? Taking a look at headline stories from a different perspective. How has this pandemic impacted male relationships?
This program features live content and may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the 2021 Juno Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, from Massey Hall, Mr. Gordon Lightfoot.
Congratulations to the Tragically Hip on a well-deserved honor. And Gord Downey is greatly missed by so many because we know how much Gordon cared about other people during his life and career as a singer-songwriter of international acclaim. I'm standing here beside the Allen Slate stage, still under construction here at historic Massey Hall, where I shall be presenting myself hopefully in the fall. But tonight, our Humanitarian Award recipients, in a very rare appearance, will be performing in this beautiful house of music, along with their dear friend, Leslie Feist. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tragically Hip.
Gives way to shaking movements, improvisational skills, a forest of whispering speakers that swear that we will get with the times in the current help to stay. Let's get friendship right, get life day to day, and forget your schemes, dreams, full accounts of their war. Diverse as ever seas, proceeding on a need to know.
Thank you to all of our incredible artists who joined us tonight. And to everyone, please sign up at junoawards.ca/TO22 now for first access to tickets and more for next year's Juno Awards in Toronto.
Why do we celebrate? When we celebrate, we inspire. We inspire new generations of artists and sounds. We inspire dreams, dreams that become real. We celebrate, even when we feel like we shouldn't. Because what we're celebrating goes beyond the here and the now. There's a history of inspiration, 50 years in the making. It's the sounds that define us, all the sounds that put our mark on the world. It's all our sound.